Yep, that ain't going anywhere. Alright, so I got my boat loaded up for something special. You guys probably already know because of the title, but I'm not gonna say right now just in case the deal doesn't go through. I'm trading my boat, a welder, and about 50 bucks for something fun. So I got the boat all loaded up. I got my red indicator because we have to have that in Indiana if it sticks out a few feet out of the truck, even though my truck bed is 6 foot and the boat is about 12. Maybe 10, probably 10 foot. So we're gonna head over there now. It's about an hour away. I told the guy to be there about an hour 20. It's been about an hour, so I'm gonna head out. All right, I'll probably need these. All right, guys. I just got back in town. It's been about 2 hours since I last talked to you guys in the video. I drove down, which the guy was an hour away. Traded the boat, I traded my welder, and I got the engine, which is actually sitting back there. He said the engine's fine, it has 150,000 miles. It blew a head gasket, which is why he pulled it out when he's swapping to a LS in his 97 Camaro. So I actually have an extra head gasket set from whenever I rebuilt the engine. My Silverado actually ordered 2 sets. Didn't mean to because I thought it only came as 1. For my truck, does that be okay? Hope it gets fit. Go through here to line up to those over there. So that.
Oh, do we not have those?
No, we're not. I don't think we have long enough ones. All right, guys, it's super dark. My friend Alex and I, just got the engine to the back of my house, but we need to find the right bolts to put the engine on the engine stand. So we're gonna run to Tractor Supply real quick and get the right ones. Alright guys, it's 8 o'clock. We finally got the engine on the stand. As you guys saw, the whole whatever we were doing to get it on here. Alright guys, so to end the video, the engine's on the stand. I managed to build a small enclosure around it. It's gonna get a little bit better than this. I just need something so I can keep the minimum amount of dust out since I am working outside. The plan is to get a workbench to go along here, or even shelves there and a workbench along here. But I'm gonna make sure that's pushed down in more, that gap is closed up, and I'll put one more piece of siding up there. And that's my my janky workshop until I can get an actual workshop to move all this stuff over to, which hopefully I'll be getting one sometime soon in the future. But the next video I'm going to start tearing everything down, cleaning everything up. But before I do that, I'm going to try to find a shelf or a workbench where I can start setting stuff on, getting parts straight so I don't lose anything. I've built 350 before in my Silverado, which I have a video on that. And I've been wanting to build another 350, so luckily my Camaro came with a 350, which is the LT1, which is what this is. And it's an alright 350. It's not the best one you can get out there. So after I'm done cleaning everything up and taking it all apart, I'm going to start buying parts. It's going to be a slow process, so expect it to be about a year-long process for me at least. Just because I have to save up, buy the part, put it on, save up, buy another part, put it on. So I want to get a high-performance camshaft, so anything from comp cams. I might even get an LT4 cam, which is the same engine as this, but I actually don't know the exact specs. I'd have to ask my friend Caleb about that, because he's actually converting his LT1 to an LT4. Because the same blocks, just different heads, intake, everything's different except for the block. After the camshaft, I do want to get a 52mm throttle body. I also want to get the heads ported and maybe even the intake manifold ported too. So for now, I just want to do a camshaft, so that would include the camshaft, the lifters, the rockers. I also want to get the 52mm throttle body and port the heads, port the intake, get an exhaust, and just do a few other small things. I may even get, if I have the patience to save up enough money to get some forged pistons and forged rods. That way, if I ever plan to boost it later on in the future, that'd be perfect and ready to go. So this black piece right here is actually the OptiSpark, so it works as a distributor. Whereas an older Chevy small blocks, the distributor would be behind the intake, actually going through the intake manifold. But on LT1s, LT4s, LT5s, at least the older ones, not the new ones that the new Camaros and Corvettes have, these, any type of water gets on them, they're done. They just completely shit out, and you have to buy a new one, which includes taking everything off the front, which I'm lucky enough that everything's already taken apart, in the front at least, all the accessories. So I'm just going to buy a new one, put it on before I put anything else on in here. The other bad part about it being awful with water is the water pump actually goes right here, right on top of it. And the early LT1s had a problem where the water pump would fail right away from the factory. So it was an awful design. But with that being said, I love 350s, and I could have easily done an LS swap, which a lot of people have done. Just taking the K member out from a 98 to 02 Camaro and just put it underneath in my Camaro, and then swap the computers and harness over, and you'd be done. But I like doing things the hard way, and I think it'd be a lot more fun to rebuild an older 350, just because it's the first engine I've ever rebuilt, and just has a place in my heart. So I want to get this close to 400 to 500 horsepower. I'll be happy with 450. I'll be happy with 395. So I believe this engine, I'm going to get close to about 400, hopefully 450, and if I can shoot for 500, I'm going to shoot for 500 with the tune. So that's going to do it for this video. In the next one, I'm going to start tearing this apart. I'll catch you guys later.
Just me, just you.